Scientists have found one of the greatest ever undiscovered shipwrecks 107 years after it sank, and they filmed it underwater. The Falklands Maritime Heritage Trust has confirmed that the Endurance22 Expedition has located the wreck of Endurance, Sir Ernest Shackleton's ship, which has not been seen since it was crushed by the ice and sank in the Weddell Sea in 1915. 100 years after Shackleton's death, Endurance was found at a depth of 3008 meters in the Weddell Sea, within the search area defined by the expedition team before its departure from Cape Town. It was achieved using a South African icebreaker, Weddell 2, and equipped with remotely operated submersibles. Shackleton himself described the site of the sink as the worst portion of the worst sea in the world. The region remains one of the most difficult parts of the ocean to navigate. The explorers used underwater search drones known as saber-tooth to find and film the shipwreck in the merciless Weddell Sea. The underwater drones produced stunningly clear images of the 144-foot-long ship. Video of the remains show Endurance to be in remarkable condition. Even though it has been sitting in 3 kilometers of water for over a century, it looks just like it did on the day it went down. Its timbers, although disturbed, are still very much together, and the name Endurance is clearly visible on the stern. It was Sir Ernest Shackleton's ambition to achieve the first land crossing of Antarctica from the Weddell Sea via the South Pole to the Ross Sea. The Ross Sea party, which was landed at Hut Point on Ross Island, had the task of laying supply dumps for Shackleton's crossing party and achieved its objective, but at the cost of 3 lives lost. In the Weddell Sea, Endurance never reached land and became trapped in the dense pack ice, and the 28 men on board eventually had no choice but to abandon ship. After months spent in makeshift camps on the ice floes drifting northwards, the party took to the lifeboats to reach the inhospitable, inhabited Elephant Island. Shackleton and 5 others then made an extraordinary 800-mile open-boat journey in the lifeboat James Caird to reach South Georgia. Shackleton and 2 others then crossed the mountainous island to the whaling station at Stromness. From there, Shackleton was eventually able to mount a rescue of the men waiting on Elephant Island and bring them home without loss of life.